talking about agroecological zone in Nigeria. What are the importance of agroecological zone and why do we need to have this knowledge? It is very paramount for us to understand the reason for agroecological zone. That's because Nigeria is a blessed country. We have different kind of rainfall pattern, soil texture, and crops that can thrive best in particular region. So, but the wet season is fast approaching, and let's say 70% of Nigerians want to invest in agriculture, want to invest in wet season farming, but it is important to know what is best for you to grow, what is well adaptable in your environment, what is obtainable for you. So we're not going to go too much details. What we're just going to look at is the different kind of agroecological zone we have in Nigeria. Here. So we have the Sahel Savannah, we have the Southern Guinea Savannah, we have the Northern Guinea Savannah, we have the Sudan Savannah, we have the Derived Savannah, and we have the Rainforest Savannah. So we have six main agroecological zones in Nigeria, and they all grow almost different crops, like different crops thrive better in all these agroecological zones. So what I want you to understand in this place, in this context, is that your Sahel Savannah, you cannot try to say you want to grow things like banana, um, pineapple, or you want to cultivate like yam in that kind of savanna. While in places like your in rainforest savanna, you cannot say you want to start cultivating millet. No. And in places like derived savanna, you cannot say you want to start cultivating some fruits that requires a lot of water to thrive better. So you need to understand what does your crop really need. It's very, very paramount for you. Like what is the amount of rainfall your crop need, sunlight they need to thrive better, humidity they need to thrive better because these factors that you didn't consider now can really affect your production at the mid of the production. Just so that okay, maybe sometimes you can even put in the seed and they strive to germinate, but at the end you end up losing a lot of effort, labors, staff, workers, and the rest. So it is very, very important you understand this agroecological zone. And before I forget, it is also important to know that this agroecological zone also determine the kind of soil type or soil nature we have in all these ecological zones. Places like Sahel Savannah, they are more of they have more of a desert. They are more of desert area, so we can grow more. We can grow better crops that doesn't need much of water. That they don't need. They are more. They don't need a compacted soil. They because they are easily infiltrated with water. They don't have that water holding capacity. So in places like in your rainforest, no, now it is more to be of well-loamed, rich soil. You understand? But it's more of they have more of high rainfall. You understand? So these are things. Now you cannot say a crop that will do better in Sahel Savannah should do better in your rainforest Savannah, and a crop that will do better in your derived Savannah, you cannot expect it to also do better in your Guinea Savannah. So you have to understand this Savannah. Like I want you to also know that the ecological and the place you have in the state you have. You know, we have the north, we have the south, we have the east, we have the west. So each state you have falls under a ecological zone. So so it's very important you know this because the wet season is fast approaching, and I am very sure a lot of us are trying to invest now. But it is so sadden if we invest on wrong plant, or we invest on wrong by choosing the wrong crops in a wrong location, and we are trying to provide an environment that we cannot even be sure of providing that enable environment for it to grow better. So what are the development that I've done so far Now, we have many thanks to the scientists, breeders, physiologists that they've tried to study our crop and because to meet the global food demand and to meet food and nutritional security, they've tried to breed in crops through convocation and through conventional breeding and genetic breeding. So they'll be able to help us to bring out new breed, hybrid or variety of crops that can also thrive well in this particular. But it's very important that when you are trying to go for any crops for this season, it is best you know that is it um with this crop well adaptable to the environment you want to grow it? Is it a new variety of seed? Is it are they and you should try as a farmer. You don't this agriculture is a very tricky course. It's a very tricky profession, you understand. So you cannot know it all. So it is better you cope with others, you learn from other farmers, you work with agro extensionists in your environment, you have agronomists. So you should talk to them and tell them that okay, I want to go for maize production this year, and so most times we normally have maybe more of fungal attack or more of armyworm in my maize production. Please, can you assist me with variety or seed that will thrive better, that is resistant to all these diseases? So it's when you ask all these questions, you'll be able to know which crop is more better off for you. So not to take much of your time today, I hope you've learned something very important today. So let's recap what we've learned so far. We've learned that we have different agroecological zones in Nigeria. We have the six main agroecological zones. We have the Sahel Savannah. Um, we have the Sahel Savannah. We have the Southern Guinea Savannah. We have the Northern Guinea Savannah. We have the Sudan Savannah. We have the derived Savannah. And we have the rainforest Savannah. So we should know that out of the all 36 states we have places like, okay, let me give an example. Places like the derived Savannah, we have places like Kogi. We have Kogi, Kwara. Most places in those are middle belts are more known for derived savanna. When you see their soil, it has more of stones and soil like that. So it determines the type of crop. And you can grow more of like plantain, some maize in those places too. I can also do more. There's some crop that is more specific. Like in places in like Oyo, Ogun, Oshun, Ondo, you can do more of fruit and vegetables. You can do some parts of maize. You can do more of yam in those places. But there are some crops that are even not very good for that place. So another thing is we have the northern, we have the Sahel and the north and the Guinea Savannah. I understand the Guinea and the Sudan Savannah. So in those kind of places, we have more of rich soil. You understand, and we can go more of millet. We can go rice. We can go rice. We can go some things that are very that can thrive best in that location. So I think that's what you'll be able to capture and not to forget. So very importantly, it is very good for you to understand that irrespective of where you are, and your choice of crop should always be adaptable to the environment you want to grow them. You should always talk to an extension agent and you should always ask questions before you invest heavily in your farm's production. So thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. Please use the comment section to tell me if you learned something today, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share this knowledge with other farmers around you. We can all ensure our food security when we don't hold to knowledge, but we are ready to share valuable knowledge with others. So thank you.